Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a home, this is a statement. This isn't just the act of building, this is the art of building. And this isn't just another home tour, this is my brand new listing. This is Casa Bonita. If we haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is John Paul Gutierrez and I'm the proud founder of the Bespoke Homes Group. And our goal is to bring you the most transparent real estate information to help you invest in your future while offering you tailored or custom solutions to your home buying or selling needs. Now today, I am absolutely ecstatic to present to you my brand new listing, Casa Bonita, here in the lovely city of Ocala. Now, where we are more specifically is an area called Rolling Hills. And in this area, you're gonna find larger homes on larger lots, just like the one right behind me. This home is 2,294 heated square feet of space, over 3,000 total square feet, sitting on over an acre of absolutely beautiful Central Florida land. It is absolutely a flood zone X, less than 1% chance of ever flooding, and it is on a septic and a well water system. Additionally, this home is a custom home build, and that's gonna provide a lot of benefits. Aside from not having a cookie cutter home, it also means that this home is actually under a little bit more scrutiny throughout the building process, right? We're gonna see a lot of homes throughout Ocala that are kind of the cookie cutter or copy and paste style builds. And it's a little bit easier to pass through permitting processes and things throughout the building process. This home, being that it is completely custom, it is heavily scrutinized from beginning to end, from the county, from the city, and of course, the builder themselves. Now, before we dive any deeper into the home itself, I want to tell you a little bit more about the location. I'm sure many of you have heard about Ocala, more specifically an area called Marion Oaks, and we're just 15 minutes outside of Marion Oaks. And this location, aside from bringing us a lot more nature, is actually going to give us a little bit better accessibility to areas like Highway 200 that is just 10 minutes away from this particular home. On Highway 200, you're going to find all of your shopping and entertainment needs, everything from grocery stores to your outlet stores, restaurants, dinings, everything that you're looking for. You're going to be able to find it on Highway 200, and that's going to easily connect us from here in Rolling Hills all the way to downtown Ocala, charming downtown location where you're gonna find mom and pop shops, different restaurants, different boutique stores, and everything that you could possibly imagine is gonna be found in that quaint little town square. Additionally, we're gonna be just 15 minutes from Dunellen. And in Dunellen, you're gonna find Rainbow Springs, a beautiful spring, naturally fed spring that also has a river where you can go tubing, kayaking. I've seen jet skis in there, or simply just take a nice swim and relax in the Florida sun. Now on a broader scale, we're gonna be just an hour and a half away from Orlando, an hour and a half away from Tampa, and just 50 minutes away from Gainesville. So parks and attractions of Orlando, the beaches on the West Coast near Tampa, and of course the University of Florida are gonna be easily accessible, all via Interstate 75 that's gonna connect you throughout pretty much the entire state of Florida. So what that means is that this location has so much to offer. Not only that, but you're gonna have a beautiful home here. Where we are situated right now is this nice extended driveway that's gonna house approximately 4 to 6 cars. You're gonna have a beautiful private garage that's gonna host 2 cars, and what's inside really packs a punch. This home is gonna be fully concrete block and stucco, so it's gonna be built to withstand all of those storms that you hear about in Florida. Not to mention we're super centrally located, so it's really not that big of a worry. However, it's always nice to have extra peace of mind knowing that your home is well built. You're gonna have a 30-year architectural shingle roof, and the whole property is gonna be backed by a builder warranty that's bumper to bumper. Now, with that being said, this L-shaped walkway is gonna lead us up to the front porch. Now, this is a super modern style home, as you can tell. I love these kind of neutral tones that they use with the gray, the white, and the tan colors on the garage door. Right here, you're gonna have this front patio area where you can set up a couple of chairs and maybe just relax here in the mornings, enjoy nice and peace and calm. You're gonna have two 4-pane glass insulated doors that open in French door style that are gonna lead you into the house. Now you're gonna have two technology elements right up at the front of the house. For one is you're gonna have your video camera doorbell, allowing you to see what's going on at your house from anywhere. Additionally, you're gonna have this smart lock system that's gonna have a keypad, also a fingerprint reader, and last but not least, your key. This is the key, so let's check it out. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside this magnificent home. I'm super excited to tour you through every inch of this property, considering that every bit of it is gorgeous. But at the end of this video, I'm gonna break down all the financial information that you need, from taxes to insurance, monthly payments, down payments, the whole nine. Anything you need, I'm gonna be breaking it down at the end. So make sure you stay if this is the home for you. Now, as soon as you step into this home, it is just so elegant and luxurious. The biggest reason why is you're gonna have 12-foot ceilings throughout the common areas of this property and the bedrooms as well. Additionally, you're gonna have this beautiful oversized tile throughout the entirety of the property. And if you've watched my videos before and you've seen me talk about oversized tile, I love it because the larger the tile, the less grout there is to clean. And I think that is spectacular. Now, as soon as you step in, your entryway is gonna be marked by this nice light fixture here. And you're gonna have plenty of space to set up a shoe rack over on the left side, a little welcoming table. And to your right, you're gonna have your powder room or your first half bathroom. I love the fact that to utilize this space to the best of its abilities, they included a barn or sliding door, rather, a pocket door, to save some space. Here, it's gonna be a typical powder room. You're gonna have a floating vanity, however, with a quartz countertop, a nice mirror, and your toilet area. Now, as we step out of this area and step into the open concept, we're gonna be welcomed into the living room, marked by this gorgeous hanging light fixture here. And this space is going to be perfect for your couch, multiple couches, your sectional, however you wanna set it up. And you're more than likely gonna set up your nice big TV over in this area. They have included the connections already up top. So if you do hang your television, it is very, very easy to hide the cords, and there is no mess whatsoever. One of the best parts about this area, though, is gonna be these sliding glass doors that are gonna give you a view of your entire lot and all the nature that Rolling Hills has to offer. It's super, super relaxing. I would say that's probably the theme of this home, is just how relaxing it is. Usually like a modern home can feel boring or kind of just like really bland, but here it's just all super, super calming. Now, in this area opposite of the living room, we're gonna have our dining area and our kitchen. The dining area is gonna be marked by two things: this beautiful light fixture and this picture frame window. One of my favorite features that a home can have, whether it's in bedrooms or the dining room or the living room or literally anywhere, picture frame windows. It's just one big window here, and it just literally looks like you're staring at like a Bob Ross painting right here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. During the spring, when there's so many colors, or the fall when there's more colors, it's an amazing, amazing view throughout this entire area. And this would be the perfect place to have a dinner. You can set this up with a table for, I would say, at least up to 10 people and have a nice dinner enjoying the view. Now, diagonal to this, you're gonna have your kitchen, and I love this kitchen. It is a modern kind of European style kitchen, upgraded quartz countertops, all of your appliances, of course, included your dishwasher, your induction stove. You're gonna have your oven, your microwave, refrigerator, the whole nine is gonna be included. And I loved all the kind of tucked away, hideaway, pop out cabinetry that there is throughout. You just give it a little push and out comes the space. Super easy to access. Everything is hidden away. It's just, again, super relaxing. It's so easy on the eyes. And this color particularly isn't a color that you're gonna see too often. You'll usually see it like white or black, but this kind of beige color is absolutely gorgeous. This large island right here is gonna be another one of my favorite aspects of the home, not only just because of the color, but of all the features. You're gonna have your sunken farmhouse sink here, and they've included this super nice, like, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or maybe even Instagram, Pinterest. You're gonna see these sinks all the time that give you like 15 uses for one sink. You have your cutting board here, so it's easy to wash off. You have this grate if you need to lay something on top of it. And then you have this area over here where you can kind of put utensils or whatever else you need, but you can remove all of it and just have a traditional sink. Another one of my favorite features though, is this right here. I'm gonna walk you through a day in my life, or rather a morning in my life. Wake up, we make coffee in the espresso machine. Kendall, my fiance, loves to have peanut butter toast with banana in the morning. So first thing we do when we wake up is start making the coffee. She pulls out the toaster, plug it in, start making peanut butter toast, or just making the toast, get the peanut butter out, boom, boom, boom. This is like the perfect setup for that, right? You have your coffee nook that's gonna be probably over there. We'll go over there in a second. But the good thing about this is this just pops right on up, so you can plug in all of your blenders, your toaster, whatever it is, right here. Plug it in, and then you have the space right here. She can chop up her bananas. We can do the whole peanut butter toast. Everything would be super convenient. And then when you're done, you clean everything off, pop that back in place, and you're done. And it's all tucked away super, super neatly. This isn't just for an outlet. You also have a USB plug and lightning ports here as well. So if you need to charge your electronics, you can do so very easily. Of course, you have this area right here to set up as kind of like a breakfast bar, set up some bar stools here, and you can serve breakfast to the kids over in this area. I love this kitchen. Over here, this is where the espresso machine goes, or your coffee. If you're a Keurig person, this is where that all goes. You can set up all of the jars over here, super nice and neat. And then you have, of course, your refrigerator. And then over on this side, again, your pop out pantry area. And that sums up this open concept area. Probably my favorite or second favorite part of the home. Let's head to what is more than likely my number one spot. And of course, that is gonna be the primary or the master bedroom. This is an oversized bedroom. You're gonna have so much natural light coming into this space. You have windows facing the south side of the property, windows facing the west side of the property, windows everywhere, outlets as well everywhere. So no matter where you set up your bed, it's gonna be super, super simple to set up your nightstand right next to you and not have to worry about where you're gonna plug in your phone or whatever electronics, your lamp, whatever it is at night. Now over this way, one of my favorite, if not my favorite part of the home, the master bathroom. The master bathroom is an absolute dream. Not only just the aesthetic, but the utility of it is magnificent. As soon as you step in, what's gonna catch your eye is this dark porcelain tile that's gonna mark your shower area. And right in front of it, you're gonna have this oversized standing soaking tub. Another one of Kendall's like must-have items right here. So if your partner is anything like my partner, this is the perfect tub. You can fit in here, relax, and set up the rose petals, the bath bombs, whatever it is, super comfortably here. Over on this side, we're gonna have this super, super large shower. You're gonna have 2 rainfall shower heads that just feel absolutely amazing. You're also gonna have 2 wands, one on either side. So if you and your partner do shower together, or you just like a lot of water hitting you during your shower, this is the perfect shower for you. As you step out of this area, you're gonna have, once again, your floating vanities here with your 2 mirrors. Opposite of that space, you're gonna have your private water closet. One thing I do wanna point out, super small detail, is your towel hanger right here. And if you've noticed in the B-roll, you're also gonna have your towel hanger opposite side of the bath, and you're gonna have all of your toilet paper holders in all of the bathrooms. The small details that a lot of builders overlook, this builder made sure to make sure that this is move-in ready 100%. You don't have to add anything. Now, right behind me, this pocket door, once again, is gonna separate us to the master closet. Plenty of space. The builder at the moment is already working on getting some custom cabinetry in here. They told me specifically, they said, JP, I don't wanna just do the typical wire rack that goes all the way around. The home deserves better. And they're custom making some cabinetry for this master closet space. I love this bathroom. I think it's perfect. I don't think anything has to change in here. It is both for utility and aesthetics, absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. Then you're back right here into the master bedroom, of course. So as we step out of this space, follow me back through this area. We're gonna take a quick left and step into the garage. Now, As soon as you step in, you're gonna notice your floor is already epoxied. Directly to the left, you're gonna have your 4-ton carrier air handler, and you're gonna have plenty of space for 2 cars and high ceilings as well. So if you have that lifted truck, the lifted Jeep, whatever it is, super easy to park it right here in the space. Garage door opener obviously included. One of the biggest features that I love is that they do have this sink here already pre-plumbed, already ready to go. So if you are doing yard work, whatever it is, I play soccer about 2 times a week, and I come in with my cleats and they're all dirty. I love having this out here because it allows you to clean those cleats off, or your boots or your gloves or your whatever it is that you use. Super easy to clean here. And one big thing to notice is right above this is here we are going to have an EcoSmart tankless water heater. Pretty much just means you're gonna have never-ending hot water because of the way these work. And additionally, it's gonna be more eco-friendly, and it's gonna save you some money on your bill. One last thing I wanna point out, small detail, is your electrical panel is over on this side. I think that is absolutely magnificent. Here's why. I drive a Tesla, so I had to install an at-home car charger. And one of the biggest issues was the location of my electrical panel was far away. So it cost me extra to be able to drive the connection from the panel to where I need it to be for my car to be charged. Here, it's right on the side, so if you do have a Tesla or any type of electric vehicle, or if you have literally anything that's electric, you can easily install an extra breaker in here, back your car in, and you'll have it plugs all over the place where you can install a new plug, a NEMA 1450, plug in your car, and it's super easy to do because of the location of the panel. Super small detail, but it's something that I pay attention to a lot now since I had to get my car charger installed. Now, let's check out the additional 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms that this home holds. We're gonna pass through this nice large opening and we're gonna step into the first additional bedroom. In here, you're gonna have 10-foot ceilings. You're gonna have a massive space, honestly, compared to other homes that we see in the area. Window facing the north side of the property, your fan fixture right up above, 4 recessed LED lights, and a beautiful closet space. Each one of these closets, once again, is gonna have somewhat of a custom cabinetry, not like the little wire hangers that most homes have. The builder was very adamant on it. Now let's check out bedroom number 2. This bedroom is probably my favorite of the additional rooms, and I'm gonna tell you why. Once again, massive picture frame window. Now, I myself don't have any kids or a large family, so personally, I would turn this into my office. I love having this view out into nature. Obviously, you have your neighbor right across the way that you're gonna see. You can always wave hi to them and any cars that may pass by, but it's a pretty quiet street. But it's just nice to get all that natural light coming in. Look out. Again, it looks like a Bob Ross painting. It's like so relaxing while you're doing work. Take a gander and it's super peaceful. This could very easily be just a regular bedroom as well, considering you have your closet, you have a fan, and 4 recessed LED lights. Now, we're gonna step into the second full bathroom. Here you're gonna have, once again, a floating vanity, quartz countertop with your mirror, space enough for your toilet, and here we're gonna see a different design in the shower. You're gonna have this nice glass panel here that's gonna stop the water from splashing over. You're still gonna have a wand and a rainfall shower head and an absolutely beautiful skylight there to let in some natural light. Floor to ceiling tile. That's a lot of tile considering it's 10-foot ceilings in this area. Now, as we step out, we're gonna take a further step to the south side of the property and step into the laundry room. Laundry room is gonna have, again, another standalone sink. You're gonna have perfect space here for your washer, for your dryer, and another skylight to let in natural light. Every room here, including the laundry room, the garage, everywhere is gonna let in natural light so that you have that constant connection between the inside and the outside of the home. Now we're gonna step into the 4th and final bedroom. This bedroom, guys, is gonna be more of like an in-law unit or for that older child. It's just gonna be its own separation, a master junior, if you will. The reason being is as soon as you step in, this particular room is gonna have its own full bathroom. Floating vanity, just like the other bathroom we saw. Again, this nice glass here. And the difference is still floor to ceiling tile, but you're gonna have darker tones in this bedroom. The reason being is this builder was inspired by their own family, and this would be for their oldest son. So they gave it kind of a darker tone to differentiate from the rest. Still very similar design, including the skylight and the rainfall shower head. Now we step into the actual bedroom portion of it. Again, oversized, about 12 by 12 feet. You can have 2 windows facing the south side of the property. Nice big closet space, 4 recessed LED lights, and of course, a modern fan fixture. One of the big things I want to mention that I love is that these fans are remote control operated. Something that happens to me in my house all the time is I lay down and then I hear, honey, can you turn the light off? And then I have to get up again and turn the light off. Not if I lived here, because I would get the remote, press the button, and we're good to go. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the backyard of this property in the back lanai. Now, these doors are gonna open pretty much all the way and allow for this indoor-outdoor integration on this beautiful piece of land. You're gonna have an absolutely magnificent back lanai. You're gonna have a fan fixture above here, fan fixture over there. You're gonna have outlets all over the place. So that if you wanna set up your grill or an outdoor kitchen, you can set it up in a bunch of different ways and enjoy. Also very easy to extend this lanai out. This section's already covered. If you wanted to just screen this area in, you could easily do so. But really, the opportunities are endless. Reason being is we are on over an acre, 1.16 to be exact, 1.16 acres of land here with no HOA, with no CDD, with no restrictions, with no nothing. So you can do with this land as you please. Build the Olympic-sized pool if that's what you want to do. Build a track around here if that's what you want to do. The playground, the trampoline, the gazebo, the RV garage if you wanted to do that. Literally, you have so much space to do as you wish with this area. Over on this section, you are gonna notice you have your water well, and you're gonna have peace and quiet all around so that you don't have to stress. You can just relax, take it easy, enjoy nature, enjoy the Florida weather, and enjoy this land that is now yours. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go inside. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. Let's see if we can actually make this land yours. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into these numbers. Let's recap super quickly what we have just seen. We're looking at a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, sitting on 2,294 heated square feet. Again, over 3,000 square feet when you include the front patio, the back lanai, the garage, everything. Now, let's hop into some of these numbers. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to guess the price of this home. 3, 2, 1. We are listing this home for just $650,000. That is an absolute steal of a price. We're pricing it very aggressively for the area, for the luxury that comes with this home, and of course, just the amount of space that is available. The land is completely fenced in around. There's so many upgrades I could go on for days on this property. We're pricing it very, very aggressively, however, to make sure that whoever buys this home is getting a good deal as well. As someone who represents a lot of home buyers, when I represent a home seller, I wanna make sure that the home buyer is also getting value and that we work out a deal that is win-win for both sides. Now, let's see how this purchase price breaks down. Let's talk a little bit about closing costs. Closing costs are attributed to every purchase and sale in Florida of a home. So whether you're buying or selling, on both sides, you're gonna have closing costs. This is the buyer side. If you're purchasing with a loan, it's gonna be about 3% of the price of the home. That's $19,500. What that means is that in that loan process, you're gonna have origination fees, survey fees, inspections, appraisals, all of this stuff, including documentary stamp, taxes, the whole 9 is gonna be included, roughly about 3%. Now, if you're purchasing cash, it's far less because you don't have to pay origination fees, you don't have to pay a lot of the lender fees. It's gonna be roughly about $1,500, maybe $2,000, but on average about $1,500 when you're purchasing in cash. Now, let's talk about your different financing options. So let's talk about FHA. One thing about FHA that I think you ought to know is that the FHA loan does have a loan limit. That means they only finance up to a certain amount. That amount is $498,257 is the maximum loan amount. So the 3.5% down that an FHA loan offers you is really only valid up to about $516,000. Now, being that this home is priced at $650,000, you wouldn't be able to use that 3.5% down, but you can still use an FHA loan for the amount that is financeable. What that means is on this home, you'd be putting about 25% down or $162,500 in order to be able to get an FHA loan to its absolute max. Will leave you with a total mortgage payment, principal, interest, taxes, insurance of about $4,018 per month. Personally, I don't think that necessarily makes sense on a price like this because you're putting 25% down, which is one of the highest, it's one of the higher percentages that you would have to put down out of all of the loans. And additionally, there's certain things that don't make sense when you're putting that much money down, like paying PMI or private mortgage insurance. If you put 20% down on a conventional loan, you eliminate that, but we'll hop into that later. So FHA is an option if you want to put 25% down. The biggest benefit to this is you would likely be able to purchase it if you have a lesser credit score, like 580. But if you have the capital or that 162,000, it could work for you, which is the reason why I present it as an option. Now, the next loan option is going to be the VA or Veteran Affairs loan. I'm going to take a second here to all my veterans. If you're watching this, if you qualify for the VA loan, thank you so much for your service, for the sacrifices you've made. My goal is to offer you the best possible service that I can, just in a way to be able to give back even a decimal point of a percentage of what you've sacrificed for my family, for this country, for what you guys do for us on a daily basis. With that being said, the VA is one of the better loan options. It's going to give you a way lower interest rate than many of the other loan options, and it allows you to purchase a property with 0% down. In this case, your mortgage payment would be about $4,817. And again, I would make sure if you decide to purchase this home or any other home with me, that you're paying $0 out of pocket. That means getting your closing costs covered as well. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about some conventional loan options. Conventional 3%. If this is your first time buying a home, your credit score is above 680, you can qualify for this 3% down option, conventional. $19,500 would be your down payment. It's the least down payment outside of the VA that you can possibly get. Your total mortgage payment would be $5,150. Now, if you are not a first-time home buyer, or if you're not a first-time home buyer, you can still use a conventional loan with a 5% down, be your next lowest down payment option. And that is if you are buying your primary home, 5%, $32,500 down payment, $4,955 mortgage payment. That's everything. Now let's move on to the next option, which is going to be our conventional 10% down option, $65,000 down payment, $4,667 mortgage. Again, all these mortgage payments are estimates, ladies and gentlemen, right? Depending on where you're at with the interest rates, when you decide to purchase, where you lock your rate in, if you buy discount points, there's so many variables. This is just me using roundabout numbers here. But this 10% down payment is typically used by those who are purchasing a secondary or a vacation home. They're not going to occupy the property full time, but they will be here some parts of the year. You could use the 10% down option. Last but not least, the 20% down conventional option used by two people. One, investors. If you're not occupying this property at all, you can use 20% down on a conventional loan and you don't have to occupy the property. $130,000 down payment, $4,081 mortgage payment. Second group of people that are going to put 20% down are those that more than likely listen to Dave Ramsey and want to save themselves on that PMI or private mortgage insurance payment, usually $150 to $250 on your payment, leading up to, on a conventional loan, up until you have 20% down, or on an FHA loan for the life of the loan. $130,000, $4,081 mortgage payment on that. Now let's break down some taxes and insurance. Taxes on this property are going to be roughly about $6,598 per year as a standard. However, if you do apply for the Florida homestead tax exemption, because this is your primary, you can save up to $50,000 on the taxable value of the home, which would be roughly about $6,019 per year on your taxes here. Now, as far as insurance goes, you can insure this property for about $1,500 per year. And these these are the numbers, that's $6,598 per year, $1,500 a year in insurance, are the numbers that I use to get all of these payments right here. So let me know what you guys think, what loan you are thinking of using when purchasing a home. Or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to my team and I. We would love to assist you with any financing questions, connect you with a lender. I am not a lender. I do not give financial advice, but I can connect you with my preferred lenders who will absolutely help you achieve a home in the best financial way possible to you. If you have questions about this home, you want to schedule your own private showing of this home. Again, this is my brand new listing. Feel free, give me a call, shoot me an email. I would love to help you get the best deal for your family and also help my builder here sell this property as well. I would absolutely love to help you and offer you a customized home solution just for you. And with that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching up until the end. I have one more short message that I want to share with you. Before we end off, there's one last thing I do want to leave you guys off with. And today, it's going to come from my reading of the Bible this morning, actually, something that stood out. And I said, wow, this has to be my message today. We're going to be reading from the 1 Corinthians. Now, to give you guys a little bit of a backstory in case you are not familiar, this is a letter written from the Apostle Paul to the church in Corinth, where he had set up, it's one of the early churches way back in the day. We're talking about 56 AD. And so what happens here is that the church is going through a bunch of issues. Amongst that is kind of this celebrity-like culture that's going on, right? Where some believers are saying, oh, well, I follow Peter, or I like Paul, I like Apollos, which were some of the early church leaders. Now, Paul here is writing to them, essentially explaining that they themselves, Paul, Peter, Apollos, aren't the ones that they should be following after. It should be Jesus that they should be following like after, not trying to live like them, but trying to live like Jesus would. And so in this particular section of 1 Corinthians chapter 1, Paul is talking about the wisdom of God. And what he's doing here is he's essentially telling them like, hey, listen, don't follow me because my wisdom isn't my wisdom. It comes from God. God, or the Holy Spirit, is speaking through me. And there's nothing that I could do to provide wisdom to you guys. Now, here's what stood out to me. In verse 26, he says, remember, dear brothers and sisters, that few of you were wise in the world's eyes or powerful or wealthy when God called you. Instead, God chose things the world considers foolish in order to shame those who think they are wise. And he chose things that are powerless to shame those who are powerful. God chose things despised by the world, things counted as nothing at all, and used them to bring to nothing what the world considers important. As a result, no one can ever boast in the presence of God. Now, what stood out to me about this and what I want to share to you guys is that how beautiful that is, that God chose these things. God makes the biggest miracles, the biggest works, the biggest stories out of the lowest moments in people's lives, the lowest people, the people think that no one thinks would be chosen throughout the Bible. Those are the ones that God chooses to display his power through. And he essentially is talking about how the wisdom of God is to choose the things that you think he wouldn't choose to make things happen. So immediately what happens in my mind is I think like all the times I'm in a not so great situation, I'm not exactly where I want to be. And I'm thinking like, man, I don't know how God's going to get me out of here. That what Paul wrote there is so inspiring and brings me so much warmth in my heart, because it's like, man, if his wisdom, if his power was displayed in the same way that our wisdom or our power is displayed, like what kind of a life would that be? In the times and the moments where I don't know where to look or where to go or what I'm gonna do to get out of a situation, imagine if God was in the same boat and was like, oh, hey man, I don't know how to help you. It's like, but that's not what it is. In those tough situations, when we seek God, that's where his power comes out. And he shows us a way that we didn't even think was imaginable. And I absolutely love that. I found it super encouraging. And I don't know how the early church received it, if they kind of took offense to this by thinking like, oh, but we are powerful or wise or this or that or whatever it is. But if I heard, when I heard that this morning, I was like, wow, that is absolutely beautiful that God works in ways that are mysterious to us, so that when we don't have a way out, we can lean on God knowing that he does, and it's better than anything we can ever imagine. With that being said, guys, I want to take a super quick moment to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for who you are, our loving, merciful Father. I thank you for the opportunity to see another day, to make another video, to breathe another breath, to walk another step. I thank you for all that you've done in our lives. And Father, I thank you for always providing a way. I thank you for being so merciful to us that you always help us when we are in need. Father, I pray that in the same way that we feel physical hunger every day, that we feel the hunger to learn more about you, to lean into your love, to lean into your presence as much as possible. And we have that same type of hunger that we want to feed off of your word every single day. Father, if there's anybody watching this video right now who may need your love, your presence, or your peace in their life, Father, I pray right now that you bring your peace over them. You bring them the joy through your Holy Spirit, Father. I pray that you abound in their lives and show them miraculous signs of your presence so that they cannot deny your love in their life. We give you thanks, Father. We give you all the praise, all the honor, all the glory. We love you and we thank you for your love for us, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. That being said, my name is once again John Paul Gutierrez with the Bespoke Homes Group, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. God bless.